Okay, hello there. Welcome back to LowBrow Comms' commentary of Subspace Emissary Part 12. It is actually me solo, at least for these first 5.5 minutes or so, because I made an editing mistake. I don't want to spoil it because it talks about, something that happens later in the part, but let's just say that I put a piece of music here that was going to be tacked on to the end of the part because I didn't think to edit it that way when making the original raw video. But in my infinite wisdom, I forgot to remove the audio track from the beginning of the part. Just like slapping it in there to just have it be there to position itself for later. Positioning the audio clip for later. So, what happened was that clip was still at the beginning. And because of the way I edited the part, not only were the first 5.5 minutes of the video completely black screen because I was using the MP4 of our audio recording for the commentary, but that music track was way too loud in a place where it shouldn't have been even left to begin with. And you could barely hear our commentary, much less the game. So here I am commentating over the downloaded RAW from our RAWs channel because I've long since deleted the original off my computer. So that's why you'll have 30 FPS in the beginning of this video and then 60 FPS later. Hopefully the re-exporting process doesn't affect the audio as a whole too bad, like it has for some videos in the past. But yeah, here we are with the crew of heroes chasing down Bowser and Ganondorf into subspace. It's crazy. I'm recording this little update in December of 2023, just a couple months from the part's upload in February of 2024. And we made the original part of this in June of 2022. I was living in a different apartment when this was originally recorded. At least the second time, because, as I may have stated back in part 10, I want to say, the one with Snake entering the halberd, I believe. We messed up the first recording of this part originally, so this is technically my third time commentating over this beginning part of the subspace levels here. So yeah, wrap your head around that one. We messed up the first recording because of OBS settings, and now I messed up one part of the second session of recording this same set of parts. At least this part only, because of my own incompetence in the editing booth. That's what I'm calling it now, the editing booth. But yeah, Meta Knight remains broken as ever. Only slightly less so in subspace because of everyone's movement speed being uniform. I can't remember if I mentioned that in the original recording of this. It's been so long. Because I'm watching this without having really consulted the other parts recently. So if I repeat, quote-unquote, myself, if I quote-unquote repeat myself in a later part due to stuff I said here, then I apologize. But I don't think so. This is only 5 minutes of the video anyway. So here we are, having to destroy these little black holes, I guess you could call them. You actually don't need to kill the enemies here. All you need to do is destroy the black holes, and you'll be free to advance through the level. And I think we've got another Armank fight here, if I remember correctly. Yep, the Armanks. These dudes who look straight out of a Kirby game. Maybe Planet Robobot? Never played that one. Just thinking robots and tanks, Similar in some ways. Get him at a night. There we go. But yeah, it's a little weird coming back to a part we recorded so long ago. But hey, not like it's the first time we've done this in the channel's history. But it is the first time I have done it solo, besides correcting myself on the whole Quentin Flynn situation back in the Sonic Heroes commentary. And that was way shorter of a session than this. And it was at the beginning with just our logo. Our old logo, I should say. That's right. a new logo is in the works. Or it's actually already been finished, but you won't be seeing it for a good while. Let's say one of our playthroughs probably going up in, yes, in July, June, July-ish of 2024. So look forward to that. Probably like 4 or 5 months from this part's upload, like I was saying. Rip Mennonite. It's a metaphor for Sakurai and crew nerfing him. For Sakurai and crew nerfing him after this game, I suppose. He is no longer the proto-Bayonetta of Smash, as it were. But yeah, here we come to the end of my re-recording and bullshitting throughout this part. So I was wrong. It was 6 minutes. I will catch you later.
But what's this? Ganondorf has turned traitor, almost like he's the king of evil, while Bowser's just a stay-at-home dad.
Yes. Oh, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. What is Ganondorf's voice going to sound like in Breath of the Wild 2?
Well, that's assuming he comes back for Breath of the Wild 2.
Well, he is in Breath of the Wild 2. You gotta remember, that's his remains.
Oh yeah, that zombie. Hello, Taboo.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think, ooh, blood, that'll get it the T rating.
Yeah.
The master hand is bleeding, like when I fell off my bike once. He's probably gonna sound like super raspy because he's a corpse.
True.
I can see that.
Who was this a guy?
The evil robot Jeff Bridges.
Evil robot Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, it's an ERJB. A villain that comes out of nowhere, all for the sake of having a final boss.
I guess so. So yeah, that was Subspace Emissary. Glad you were able to join us.
Thank God it's over. And everyone died. The end. That's what I would have put in subtitles at that black screen right there. And everyone died.
Yeah. Sadly, we're not that lucky. Can't even go back to old levels. Shit's fucked.
Can't have shit, Detroit.
Except for these DDD badges, apparently.
Yeah, you can have those in Detroit. Why does Luigi's nose stretch like that?
Because cartoon?
I guess.
You still there, Sunset?
I think she dropped.
Shit, I muted myself somehow.
Oh, man. And I was gonna say, and right when we got to Pengy McFluffyfuck.
Pengy McFluffyfuck?
Yeah, here, I'll type it out. If Riley would get off my keyboard. It's DDD.
Pengy McFluffy. Okay, I'm editing that in.
That's not my joke title for him, by the way. That is a very old joke from Fawful's Minion. I can't remember which video it was from, but I just know it was an old joke of his. I think it might have been his Kirby copy abilities or his boss fights video. Anyway, we picked up Samus first. It's what we call picking up chicks. Here's my other main. A chick, technically. Get it?
Yeah. And there is one fighter I miss, but I go back and get him off screen.
Right, right. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Sunset muted herself again.
Shit. Picked up Lucas, have his overpowered up smash back.
Yeah, God, PK Spark. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat at all, but she's currently laying in between my audio interface and my keyboard. Oh, the Wi-Fi crashed for Sunset.
Oh shit.
And oh, there she goes. I was just waiting for the sound. Man, I didn't know we were using Skype.
Damn it. But yeah,
Anyway,
down
my
into...
cat's saying-
Sorry?
Oh, go ahead.
Down into the left back there, below those platforms, is where you'll find Ike, I believe.
Right, right.
So he's the one I missed.
I actually missed him my first time too. So that my sense of exploration was just totally shot by the time I hit these levels.
Yeah,
Nice
because
one.
they're pretty linear otherwise. And then, how ironic that right after we get a bunch of non-linear stuff in the Great Maze.
For all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Game wants to be a Metroidvania, but cannot compare to stuff
Was
like
designed by
Symphony of the Night.
Designed by the people who made Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, apparently.
Which Master Hand makes a cameo appearance in.
Yeah, because the Smash ability's there.
Yeah.
It's one of the only games with the Smash ability, if I recall correctly.
Be cool if they brought that back.
It would be, but I mean, it's just a compilation of Kirby's other copy abilities. So,
Hello?
Is she back?
hello,
Hello?
hi, you're here. We hear you.
Fucking Wi-Fi just dropped again.
Yeah, we saw.
Are you still recording?
Yep.
Yeah, we still are.
Where are you
We're at 12:10, 12:11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
And-
Ness just died, if you're curious.
Yeah,
Alright, I'm going to
Yeah,
be
Max
probably
died
gonna be a few
comedically.
seconds behind.
All right, well that's fine.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not seeing Luigi do shit now.
If you want to hit the right arrow key on your keyboard, you'll skip 5 seconds.
Ah, cool.
That's right.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, there goes my cat. Bye, Riley.
Oh.
She was laying in
What the
between my
fuck?
keyboard and audio interfaces, I was saying earlier, and I was just kind of petting her. So if you heard mewling, that was why.
well, that's okay. You guys didn't hear my Luigi quotes anyways, so.
Yeah, 'cause you muted yourself.
And then the moment I started doing it again, the Wi-Fi just went, you aren't going to do that.
No quoting Luigi in this household.
Oh my gosh. Idiots.
Okay, Napoleon Dynamite.
Gosh. Oh,
It was a good TV show. I don't care what anyone says.
Movie.
Movie
That was
was
a
good too. But
I've only
the
seen the
show-
movie.
yeah. Like
Both were
like
good.
Black Dynamite. It was a movie, but everyone watched the TV show. Oh, he just caved Bowser's face in. Bowser does not have a head anymore.
Nope.
Bowser doesn't have a soul anymore.
Don't you love
Let's
it when
reuse that animation.
Don't you love it when a story beat means absolutely nothing?
Yeet.
I mean, it kind of
That
means
Sonic
something. They had
06
to
in the hole.
beat some sense into him.
Yeah, but it's like
I mean, we got to
You could've
listen to
just
the
had him,
Giga Bowser theme, so.
that is true. I mean, you could have just had them like talk it out though. I'm sure
That
Bowser-
would
The game with
require
no voice acting?
But they do like motions. Have them do that, like how DDD just flicked Bowser in the nose.
Or it could be like the Lego games. Before they had voice acting.
Yeah. Back when Lego game scripting was creative.
You just go,
That's one of my biggest disappointments about Skywalker Saga is like, yeah, they included a mumble mode, but they still treat it like everyone's speaking voice lines. So you don't get any of the great visual comedy that came from trying to tell the story through only mumbles.
Yeah.
That's kind of lame.
Hello, Zelda.
Totally looking forward to our first Zelda playthrough in about 20 years.
Because where are we starting, do you think?
Skyward Sword.
First in the timeline.
Yep.
That complete and utter mess.
Talk about the timeline. I mean, which is worse, the Kingdom Hearts timeline or
No, the Zelda timeline easily.
I would say
Kingdom Hearts
I would say
timeline
the
is-
Zelda timeline. After playing a
But-
lot of Kingdom Hearts, I understand it more.
Yeah, with the Kingdom Hearts timeline, everything is actually really easy to understand if you just play the games.
Yeah.
Like, the complexity of Kingdom
It's
Hearts is
just-
overblown.
Hmm.
And everything in Kingdom Hearts is in order. Like, they
To a
have
degree.
one prequel game that isn't, like, is relevant to the main story.
And
yeah,
then they
Zelda
have like
timeline
the Union
playlist.
Cross stuff too.
Yeah, but nobody cares about the Union Cross stuff.
Except that's where Ventus originally was.
Shut up.
And Vanitas too, apparently.
Shut your mouth.
silence your mouth.
And don't even get me started on Lushu.
And friggin' Strelitzia, and I don't care. I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan that does not care about Union Cross. It's a trash mobile game that for some reason Nomura loves.
And they're making even more mobile games.
I think it's just DLC for Union Cross and then one more mobile game
Oh,
that's
They're-
supposedly much shorter. Here's hoping. I'm
Who's
still excited for
recording
Kingdom
that?
Hearts 4 though.
Yeah.
it looks good from what we've seen so far.
Let's hope we won't have to wait 13 years.
Now you're being generous.
No,
At
I'm
least
actually
20.
I'm actually being kind of rude because all of the supposed spin-off games that were Kingdom Hearts were actually mainline titles that were just
Yeah.
given different names.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you
So
know,
I'm-
Dream Drop is like 2.5 basically.
Yeah. Birth by Sleep is 0.
Chain of
both
Memories.
both Chain of Memories and 358 Days Over 2 are 1.5.
And then you could
Yeah, but we
call
don't stop.
Fragmentary Passage. Well, it
2.8.
says yeah. It's
Yeah.
well, isn't it 0.2 technically?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, 2.8 is just the compilation name.
Right. And then 0.2 makes 3. What would that make
He
coded?
just keeps going.
Coded?
Another 1.5?
Coded would be like 2.25 because it's still
Yeah,
before Dream
two,
Drop.
2.25. 2.25
Code-
because nobody
Code
cares.
would be nothing. All you have to do is watch the cutscenes to figure out what happens.
Well, that's also 358 days, which is why they made it cutscenes
Oh.
only in the compilations.
Well, Recoded, from what I hear, is actually really good gameplay wise, and from what I've sampled, I like it.
From what I've seen, it looks dull.
From what I heard, it's dull. From what I've heard of
It
the
does
other
the command
one,
deck better than Birth by Sleep.
Well, that's not fair. The deck and Birth by Sleep breaks the game in half. And the fact that it's the main mechanic is kind of crazy. If you ask me, the game that did the command deck best was Dream Drop Distance, which is horrifying to say.
Ooh, the game with Balloon and everything.
Yeah, Balloon was broken, but I also never used Balloon, so suck it.
And young Xehanort, who sometimes staggers but mostly doesn't.
Well, that was just to make sure you didn't mash X your way through the game.
But I also like having my hits connect, and I don't like being interrupted. You know,
That is very fair.
I like the sense of having a revenge value like 1, 2, and 3 have.
Yeah, I like it when my hits have impact.
I like the
just
video
immediate.
buffers.
But yeah, Dream Drop Distance was actually like made to counteract against all of the claims that Kingdom Hearts was just a brain dead X Smasher. Even though it wasn't. Like, yeah, you could X Smash, but that would be very boring results.
And instead, it's a monotonous pet sim.
Yeah, instead it's a monotonous pet sim. Hey, you went too far in trying to fix it, so you ended up breaking it again.
I've come around on the story, but I don't like Dream Drop gameplay wise.
Yeah. The first time I played Dream Drop, I was okay on the gameplay, but the more I look back on it, the more I realized, and especially after playing the other games again, I was like, wow, this is tedious.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the game,
I'm stuck at 1935.
wow, you should really catch up. You're stuck in World War II right now.
Oh, yikes.
We're over here in 2055. Now 58, now 59. The years fly by. 2100.
2105?
Yes.
Okay. Nah. Well, I skipped ahead to 2116.
Man, that first part of the millennium was really crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you're behind by like
And
10
you know what the
seconds.
weird part is? We still don't have flying cars.
Nope.
Oh, Futurama lied to us.
Sunset.
Futurama's the
Press
year
the-
3000.
Yeah.
Sunset, press the J key on your keyboard. Because you're
12:30.
ahead by 10 seconds. So I'm just setting you back.
Okay.
Because Wario's on screen, it's another thing I could mention is I jumped back into the very first WarioWare game recently. It's still really fun.
Good.
Very hard. Like it has that mode where you can, replay a single micro game and try to get the high score. Around like 20 for like a good few of them that I played. It's like unwinnably fast.
I hate when games do that.
Yeah. Oh, says here Bloodborne Raw 2 went up.
Oh, perfect.
Sweet.
Yeah. Just in time for even more internet fuckery.
Well, we will see
So
all.
you guys want to record that after this? Hey, kill me.
Well, we will see y'all next time for the start of the Great Maze. Oh boy.